What is up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. We got another FaZe Rain interview. I'm not sure if he's still in FaZe Clan, as the title of this was Bradley Martyn was FaZe Rain on leaving FaZe Clan, but a great interview because a lot of things were mentioned, and you guys already know we got a couple videos coming from this one. One in particular I thought was crazy is the fact that FaZe Rain thinks, or this might be a potential possibility, no matter how small, he wants Kick to buy FaZe Clan. And we heard this, and I was just like, how the heck would this be possible? But it's certainly interesting.
Nobody in FaZe, all the boys, they're not as connected as they used to be, right? We're not all like talking to each other. There's no group chat. There's nowhere that we talk or speak or anything like that, right? Yeah. So everyone's been feeling this type of way for a very long time, and we have to make everybody feel a part of the table, get it back, all that type of shit. Like we have to like give them more shares, money, whatever it is, just for all the bull that happened in the past, just to make things right with people, right? Yeah. And with this new deal, it doesn't give us the resources to do that. Maybe over time, but they're not happy right now. They're not gonna be happy, and it's like, even if us four get it back, say me, Tommy Banks, us four, just us four get it back, then what?
We'll get back to the content.
Well,
but they
yeah,
don't want
but
to.
I'm the only one that wants to do content. Tommy wants to box. Apex and Banks, again, I'm not trying to speak for y'all boys, but y'all make it very clear to me that y'all don't want to do content.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we gonna do? We have to make the rest of the boys happy. We have to like try our best to make that group work again. And that's why since the beginning, obviously they wanted just us four to know the info, but I'm like, everybody should be included in this, because imagine if you're like Apex or Rug and like you're close, but you don't know what's going on. Like they're worried, they're afraid of what's going to happen. Like I think they should be filled in. Everyone should be working together. It's not a clear side from like a third-party investor, like all these other dudes that I've talked to, or even people like the goal has been like Kick. I would love if Kick just bought FaZe, because like we kind of stand for the same thing against like big corporations, yada yada yada. I would rather be Kick.
You guys were
no
going
before.
To
I've been trying to talk to Kick for so long.
You guys have. I'm not talking about FaZe as a company though. It kind of is big corporation, or was trying to be big corporation.
FaZe?
Yeah, that's what I mean. All the deals, partnerships.
No, but I'm saying we're against that. Like the people are against that. So that's what kind of happened to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, everybody thinks so. We sold out. I spoke to Train. He's like, between us, how much did you guys make when you guys sold FaZe? I'm like, bro, we didn't make anything. It's so crazy that people even who are like smarter and should know how shit works still don't know how it works. Because to everybody, it's either like we sold or we didn't. They don't think that, okay, one guy finessed them, told them all the right things, got himself in power, then controlled the structure without us knowing how the that shit worked. Yeah. Of course, it's like my ignorance. Of course, I was 18. I was triple uploading every single day for years. Like, I don't know shit about a corporate business structure. I don't know what wrongs he can do to me because I'm underexperienced at that time. I just know everything feels wrong. I'm like, yo, he's sketchy. He's lying. I don't know what he's going to do, but just sketchy going on.
I feel like you guys got to come together for like a year and grind out content and just stop be pussies. Like that's the only answer.
I'm down.
And as he talks about this throughout the podcast, he mentions he's been in talk with Train, that being Trainwreck, maybe about this or his own Kick deals. We're not sure in the past. So they've already been in these talks and maybe about, you know, how much would FaZe Clan actually be? And the wheels just start turning about, okay, how is this possible? You know, with Kick being backed by stake, it would make sense. They have dumb money to spend. One of my first thoughts was, okay, you know, with the current FaZe Clan stock price, if you can somehow get a deal on FaZe Clan as where they are now, maybe that would be a sound investment. Maybe it'd be a terrible one. I don't know. The first thought crossing my mind is if you can get XQC for $100 million and FaZe Clan for around $100 million, is that a good deal? Is that a bad deal? But it also makes you wonder logistics of this. It would be a complicated mess if you were Kick and or their backer to actually buy all of FaZe Clan. What does that mean for all of your creators? Are they going to be streaming on Kick? Are they going to be gambling? What's that mean for the owners? All the C-class employees that the OGs don't necessarily like or agree with? All of the NDAs, all the contractual buyouts, all of the shares, all of the knowledge. I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's got to be a complicated mess to buy what FaZe Clan has become. But the fact that he's even thinking about it as an idea, it's certainly interesting. And we also recorded this while live, and someone was telling us where there's been past conversations between Trainwreck and someone like FaZe Banks, but then it also makes you think someone like FaZe Banks, right? A lot of these FaZe guys, they gambled in their past, so it would make sense for them to come back if the price was right. But the price for someone like FaZe Banks to gamble has to be pretty freaking high with the viewership he pulled back in the day, and I'm sure it would still be there now. What would that mean for the future of FaZe Clan content? One last point that Rain brought up several times in the interview is he does not think that a lot of the FaZe OGs actually want to return to make consistent content. So if that's the case, I don't think this ever actually can happen. But if they were to, you know, what could be done? And if FaZe OGs were to then somehow get FaZe Clan back, let's say it's a, you know, Kick or Stake buys them and then they give part of it back to the OGs, if they're properly compensated, can they return to streaming and return to content? But then what, right? Can FaZe Clan return to what it once was? Either way, the talking point that Kick maybe would buy FaZe Clan is not something I even thought was in the realm of possibility. So what do you guys think? Is it possible? Would it be a good buy? Would it be a bad buy? What happens if it does happen? It's a crazy discussion. And there was a lot said in this podcast. Even a few nice, not so nice words about myself, which we'll get into maybe at a later date. Either way, a great interview. Make sure to go check it out, and we'll see you back here sometime soon. Take care. Water, coffee.